mechanics and off-road enthusiasts. Decent day we're having, huh? Today we're working on a something a little bit special, something a little bit different. It's gonna be a quick little thing. So, have you ever heard of errands? Well, if you have, then I can tell you that it's decent for you to look forward to. They're orange, so that's one way to tell the difference, but there's a lot of orange mowers out there, you see, so there's always a subtle difference betwixt them and Husqvarna's, and I don't even know what other brands are orange. We got here carburetors rebuilding. Deck had to have both pulleys replaced. The other one's over there. So now we got to take care of all this. So there's kind of a consistency. There's a lot of parts. Basically, this winter I haven't had much stuff coming in. I haven't had much work coming in. Now I've got a ton of work coming in. All right, I've got this old Butte. Well, gonna be a Butte after I'm done with it. A snapper out there. It's gonna be later on. A push mower that actually runs. It just hasn't ran anymore. Just put some gas in it, fire it right up, start using it for summer. Another push mower that's actually mine, and then I have a rototiller I just got today, and it's a decent little rototiller. It's an old John Deere, I think. No, I know it's an old John Deere. So, geez, it's bright out here, and there's a lot of and yellowing and all that. But I'll show you it. It's right here. It's an old John Deere rototiller. Oh, sorry about that. An old John Deere rototiller. So this is a 324. 324. And it's like but it's powered by a little Tecumseh engine. I believe it to be it's a 5-horse. Because Aaron's, that's right here. I'm also working on 2 rototillers. See, my uncle's got a Gravely he's working on. It keeps going out and out over and over and over again. So now I gotta get Gravely. Now I got more tasks than one to do, which is trying to get some more stuff done. So there's a lot of stuff to kind of do. So there's rototiller, 2 push mowers, just push 2 push mowers, a rototiller. Actually, 1 rototiller. If I do what I've been thinking of doing, it's just an update video. Actually thinking of what I've been doing, but it's a bit dubious. Well, not dubious, if you will, but it's a bit stupid. Well, it's kind of funny, really smart. So, rototiller engines. I wanted a horizontal shaft engine for I don't know how long now. About 2 years or so, and I haven't found a good rototiller engine that actually, Now, here's the thing. Those John Deeres, fully restored, can be priced about around $1,000. If you restore them right. You gotta get lines good, you gotta get the paint looking good, you gotta get a lot of crap looking good. So now you gotta figure out, gee, that's a priority right there. John Deere rototiller, that should be first thing now. That's gonna be the last thing to do. I'm gonna do the first push mower first. Now you got a push mower actually need help from Dad, because he's the one who actually owned this push mower engine. I literally tore it off the deck because the deck was rusting apart, tore it off, threw it on a Murray deck, called it good. So basically it's a Lawn Boy engine on a Murray deck, and I think that's just funny because red and green, red meets green. This is a small little Kohler, but it's a bigger engine, okay? We're talking about 6-horse. Now, like my dad, first thing, I just was going to get and push mower down at Stanley's junkyard. It ran, but I just didn't think it was going to be anything good for these hills. So, that Kohler engine's a 6.5-horse. So, we're talking about, pretty decent, fast little go-kart. But I said, no, I want that engine on a push mower. And I want it to be a small deck, small 20-inch, but it's like a smaller one, and I want a good blade for it. So then I thought to myself, okay, let's do that. So sheared off, so steps aside, you have a smaller pulley on the front and a larger pulley on the back. So here we're looking at like just about like a 23 mil bolt is on this. So now we're talking about, well, what I was talking about, a smaller, more sophisticated like engine. So you're having a 6.5 horse Kohler on a go-kart. Well, here's the only thing: getting a go-kart with a vertical shaft is a bit difficult. Okay, so if you don't know vertical and horizontal, then I gotta give you a rundown. This engine here is a vertical. This is on all the lawnmowers. Actually, older garden tractors actually have horizontal shafts. Vertical is up, is this way. Horizontal is like this. So basically, it would be kind of difficult trying to build a vertical shaft go-kart, if you will. It's kind of a little bit more difficult to build something that's actually like a vertical shaft go-kart. So horizontal shaft is a better way to go because you're gonna have you could easily hook up the engine shaft to a chain, or like you could do one of two things. You could do centrifugal clutch, or you could just straight up weld the metal gear to it, or find a metal gear for key and key it in and bolt it in, and then put a chain around it, and then stretch it across down to a pole that has wheels on it, and then wheels spin whenever you give it throttle. Although if you did chain, like if you just did chain and like no centrifugal clutch system, as soon as that thing started, that go-kart will start moving. So there's that. But I would rather try to do a centrifugal clutch mashup and maybe belt setup, because belts are just like a lot easier to do because you don't have to worry about like the lubrication system, because chains you got to lubricate all the time, you got to put oil in them all the time. It's just a big hassle. It's not fun. So you're gonna want to have thing. So if the centrifugal clutch is different. The centrifugal clutch basically, once the RPMs are about over once it goes about to 1,000 RPM, it'll open up and it'll start spinning. So once the engine's idling, the go-kart won't move. But once you give it throttle, it'll move, but it'll move slower. If you had something like a basic chain system, it just take off. Now, where am I going with this? Well, my buddy has a little bike, not just any bike. Like basically, you know those little bike tractors that those little like battery tractors that you know those little toy little bikes that you sit down on, and it's like a little cart, like a little car thing. It's like a little car, and you just take your feet and you pedal at it, and there's a steering wheel. It's just like a little car, kind of like a little go-kart, but it's like a bicycle. Well, he has one, and it's got everything I need. All I gotta do is put platform on, weld stuff together, throw an engine on, and boom, and you have an instant go-kart. So that'd be kind of, but this thing's really small. It's like really small, and I can still fit on it somehow. So it'd basically be like a mini go-kart. Like it'd be smaller than it'd be as small as a mini bike that I have in my dad's house. This is a really small, really small engine. This is like a 5 horse on that thing could probably just it would move. It would probably scoot pretty good. So there's all the stuff I gotta say right now, is that Rototiller, either I'm restoring that and selling that, or I'm taking the engine off of that and throwing that on go-kart, or save up money and try to buy a Predator for a decent price. Predators are pretty stinking nice engines. Probably go with an older Tecumseh, because I like vintage. So go find an older Tecumseh or Briggs, slap it on there, and then boom, you're all good. So that's my updates for right now. This place, Base A.